Boker Tov, everyone. Two Pesukim for today in Megilat Eicha Perek Pasuk Mem, a famous pasuk that we modify a little bit, but we say it in Selichot. Nach Pesa derachenu v'nachkora. We say in Selichot v'nashuva elecha. But here the actual pasuk is Nach Pesa derachenu v'nachkora v'nashuva ad Hashem. We have to search our ways, and we have to lachkor, really dig deep and really investigate our ways. V'nashuva ad Hashem, and return all the way up to Hashem. The next pasuk, Nisa levavenu el kapayim, raise up our hearts to our hands, raising our hands up, el bashamayim, to Hashem in heaven. So Yirmiyahu Navi over here is saying, we've already a good few pasukim switched and recognized that even though it's been so difficult, the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, everything's from Hashem, and we're alive, Baruch Hashem. It means there's still chesed, and we have to now, he gets to the next level, we have to look at ourselves and say, why did this happen? We have to look at ourselves and say, how could I fix myself? Nachpesa derachenu v'nachkora. We have to, lechapes means to search, lachkor means to really investigate. So that's two steps. First you search, and then you investigate. So you search, let's say, into your own self, how I can better myself. I first search, say, okay, where have I gone wrong? Where are my sins? So let's say jealousy. Let's just say, so okay, yeah, I'm a little bit jealous. And then lachkora, then investigate and say, how can I get better? What are the causes? What's the deep-rooted issues, etc. Or I don't keep kosher. Nachpesa, I know that that's an issue. Now let's dig deep. Where are my faults? I like this restaurant. I like that. Let me try figure it. Maybe it's that friend that I was called to go out with him. We go there, lachkor, to see how I could uproot. And then through Teshuva, v'nashuva ad Hashem, you could reach all the way up to Shamayim, all the way up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You could get to the highest level through Teshuva. Even though a person did this or did that, a person through Teshuva can reach the highest level. Nisa levavenu, and we have to lift up our hearts. The Al-Sheikh says our two lives, which is levavenu, as we say in Shema as well, which is the Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer HaTov, using both towards our Avodat Hashem. And this is the concept of vidui, which is we are enunciating the sins that we've done, and we have to make sure to come clean. We raise up our hands to Shemaim with prayer and say, Hashem, I want to come clean. So that is the explanations here based on Rashi and a little bit of the Al-Sheikh. The Al-Sheikh here has a really long piece with more explanations on this. And a few points from there are as follows. A person, often it's easy to point out faults in others, but he looks at himself as perfect. And that's what a good friend is for, a good spouse that points out to you your faults, but in a loving way. But that's what each one is for. It's ezer kenegdo, a help, opposite help. She's coming to help you, but she's your opposite, and she's going to tell you, hey, you did this wrong, did that wrong. If you can't take it as an offense, if you take it like this is my partner, and she wants the best for me, and we want the best for each other to improve as people. So a person would often look at himself, though, and say, oh, I'm good. I do everything. Do I steal from people? So when a person comes around, I give him a little bit of tzedakah. Do I owe anyone money? I'm doing okay. So Baruch Hashem, for the most part, a person could say that, right? But when a person digs a little bit, or someone digs on his behalf, be it a spouse, be it a good friend, etc., then you can see, hold on a second, but that is a little bit, no one's perfect, and there's always things to work on. And that's why there has to be this level of searching. Sometimes a person passes the nachpesa stage, which means on a general search, I think I'm okay. Hold on a second, nachkora, but let's dig a little bit and let's see. Well, maybe that's not as okay as you thought, etc. This is also connects to the famous introduction of the Megilat Eicha, which says that we have to locate, let's say, our averot, and certainly if we know those averot, we dig deep and try to uproot them. Even our mitzvot that we do. I come to tefillah, I eat kosher, Baruch Hashem, etc. Then, hold on, let's touch those mitzvot and say, am I doing it 100%? I keep kosher. Did I take everything to the mikveh? Did I learn the halachot properly? If this comes up, do I ask? Or there's that, okay. So we have to touch those even mitzvot and see, am I doing them 100%? Also, he says that a person, the pasuk earlier is Ma'it onen adam chai. We read this pasuk the other day. Why should a person complain? Baruch Hashem, he's alive. And turning a person from a complainer, recognize, hey, you're alive, try to get to the point of nachpesa derachenu, which is in plural. In the pasuk earlier, Ma'it onen adam chai, singular. Adam chai. Why are you complaining? Singular. Nachpesa derachenu. Let's look in our ways, which is plural, meaning try to help others. You're complaining on your own self. Let's switch the mode over here and let's try to help others. Let's be in connecting to the plural. Also, v'nashuv ad Hashem. Actual pasuk is v'nashuva ad Hashem. Ad Hashem. You're reaching all the way. You can reach all the way to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's for sure me'ahava. That's not through fearing God, through the loving relationship, recognizing all the good that Hashem does for you. And here he gets into, of course, these Pesukim connect to all the stages of Teshuva, is recognizing that there's something wrong over here, feeling bad about your sin, and doing vidui, speaking it out, and also, of course, we're still before Elul. We've mentioned a few times different things connect to Elul. Before we know it, we're going to be there, just a few weeks away, and to Kabbalah La'atid, and to recognize and to put things in place that you won't fall again. So, and lastly, as we said, is Nisalev Avenu, lift up our hearts, and Ezu avodah shebalev ulovdo bechol levavchem, as we say in Shabbat. What is the work of the heart? That's tefillah. So at the end of the day, we have to search, we have to become better, and we have to pray to Hashem to be the best person that we could be, and to help us in our search, in our investigation of making ourselves better people. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen v'Amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akashya Maratzak Kadosh Baruch Hu lezakot et Yisrael lefi chachei ba'adam Torah shene'emar Adonai chafetz man tzidko yagdil Torah ve'yadir.